Find myself in the ER in Detroit Lakes, with blood all over my shirt, waiting on a surgeon from Fargo to drive to Detroit Lakes to work on me. But how did I get here? Hi everybody, my name is Andrew Weiss. I'm going to tell a story about how I ended up in the ER in Detroit Lakes. So going back to ninth grade year in high school, I would have been about 10 years ago now actually. I was at the lake place near Pelican Rapids. It's called Lake Lida. And I was over at my aunt and uncle's cabin petting my cousin's dog, who I had been around for years. I'd known this dog for a long time. And I just reached down to pet her, and out of nowhere she jumps up and snaps and bites me in the face. And as I pulled away, she bit me in the hand again. I wasn't sure exactly what had happened at that point, so I went and looked in the mirror first thing, and my nose on my side here, you can't really tell in the camera, but there's a scar there, was torn basically in two, and there was just blood everywhere. So I run out to my dad and I tell him what has happened, and he rushes me to the emergency room in Detroit Lakes, which is about 40 minutes away from our lake place. So when I get there, the people at the front desk see me and they rush me in right away. And the nurse takes a look at me and he says, "I have no idea what I can do for you." And so I'm just waiting there eagerly thinking, am I going to be disfigured? Am I never going to look the same again? Well, apparently there was a plastic surgeon on call in Fargo that they got a hold of, that he could come and do stitches on my nose. So they called him up. I had to wait about another hour or so from the time I had got there originally. And the doctor came in and stitched me up. And that was extremely painful. They had to put Novocaine shots right where my nose was cut to numb it up. And he put in about 20 stitches in my nose. So the dog they eventually did put down. She did have a history of biting, but I had never experienced it from her. She gave me no warning. She was just sitting there laying there on her side and I was petting her and she just jumped up and bit me. So I guess my closing for this speech would be that dogs are still animals, and I still love dogs, but you can never completely trust a dog. Yeah, that's my speech. Thank you.